me love you more. You're trying so hard. You think you need scars. I only need you. Only you. Only you. Slow down, stop running in circles. I know you're never gonna let go. Lie still, just hold me now. My heart's in your hands. No, no, I'll never forget you. No, no, I'm never gonna let you down. It's done, it's over now. My heart's in your hands. In your hands. My heart's in your hands. In your hands. My heart's in your hands. It bends and it breaks. There's give and there's take. But nothing you say could steal our love away. I gave you my heart, and right from the start, I told you I do.
Well, hello. Sorry, I just I got stuck. Just had to get to the loo, and then I had to get a drink, and then I had to figure wanted to show people some stuff, and then I forgot that I didn't have a scissor, and let me just. It's gonna be a great night. Let me get my mate here. Hello, Colin.
G'day, my friend.
How are you tonight?
I'm fantastic, mate.
A little bit of an earlier night tonight because, we got stuff to do. We just wanted to try this earlier.
Kids to put to bed.
We just wanted to try this earlier slot. I do like your mood lights in the back here, your blue.
You like that?
That's nice. I
You
like
can
it.
make them red, whatever colour you want.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Hello, Luke. Duke Lanford's there.
Duke and Luke. Wow, yeah.
I don't know. Don't know how you know. It's a little bit of a late decision. Michelle, hello. It's a little bit of a late decision to make it this time slot, but such is life, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
Ew, even our mics are almost at the same
We're
same
getting
height.
pretty good.
Huh?
We're getting pretty good.
I think we've narrowed it. We've almost fine-tuned this to a real art form there. Huh?
Yeah.
Gee, huh? Nice.
When I looked at my side, I'm looking at my monitor, people.
Your table is a bit skew though. It's not 100%.
Look, like I had to rush to put my camera back after being on the road.
Yeah, sure,
Just
whatever.
gonna have to deal.
Yeah, sure. I've heard that excuse before. Let me just close this music up because I don't want music in the background because I don't need another copyright strike. Oh shit! Hold on. I'll drink that coffee. There's a fresh coffee and an old coffee sitting here. So,
Oh wow!
thanks, Nicole. My wife, wonderful wife of mine. Oh, and she closes the door. Yeah. So you guys might notice I've got a little screen there in the bottom left-hand side. We've got axolotl cam going tonight. You'll see that's a live feed. A live wireless feed that we've got here, so we hopefully those suckers. Oh, look at the focus there, mate. Look at the focus. Oh, bang! Straight on it like Sony does. Oh, straight back, straight on the
I
hand.
was going to say it's a soft focus there. It's
Just
a
look at
soft
it.
focus.
Just look how fast that is, mate. Look at that. Bang!
Yeah, it's great.
It's like it's the human eye. That's how quick it is. So welcome to the ones that haven't been to our show. This is Reptile News, where we discuss nothing reptile. Although my wife's laughing out loud. She thinks she's funny out there, laughing
It's
loudly
hilarious. This is serious stuff in here.
at my silly little jokes. I thought I look a little bit overexposed here. Sorry, people. There's a lot of
You did get
camera.
enough sun this week.
You've got a bit of a nice tan. Your color profile's really nice there, Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikon, so.
There we go, Darren. The usual suspects.
I've
Yeah.
been up late night looking at snakes having intercourse. So
You're very low. Hold on. I'm putting you up. Just say something. Let me see if your level's all right.
Say something.
Yes. There we go. We're back. Oh, Darren's already tying into a little conversation. This might be a little social gathering tonight. Beautiful
Yeah,
to
why
see.
not?
Beautiful to see the usual faces. Yeah, we'll slowly grow the channel. We're not in a rush. We fine tuning it. We just want to be perfect, don't we?
Yeah.
Want to be perfect before we go to anything. Oh,
Oh, axolotl cam's gone down.
Battery's dead. Battery's dead. Hang on. We need to get the feedback. Hang on.
Oh my goodness. He's been going on about this cam all day, and the battery dies in a minute going into the show. But how's everyone's week been? I've been watching Facebook. I was getting a bit nervous with basically oh, there we go, we're back.
Hey. I might just want to put this on charge. Hang on.
I'm getting a bit nervous with seeing everyone's pictures of snakes locking up and all that sort of stuff, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I've missed the season again. But no. I've I witnessed my first mating last night, so I was pretty stoked on that. And
Yeah.
olives are usually later anyway, so
Yeah, all the good stuff that snake people do, you know.
I was
this time of year.
panicking, mate. I send you a video last night of him spurring the female, and yeah, so
Yeah, Aldarin says he's had a little cold. Well, I hope you're getting yourself tested there, mate. You know?
I hope so. He said he had to be tested. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then you got the. Are you gonna claim the government payment? You know, now
Yeah.
that you. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm sick as
Oh.
750.
Can't work for 2 weeks. Oh, do a fake. I'm sure there'll be guys sharing fake.
Luke's saying lots of blueies going early. No, I used to mate I had all my mating done. Yeah, about this week.
Oh, okay.
July.
Wasn't what I was saying important enough to just talk over me like that? That's nice.
Yeah,
mate.
and I'm just taking over tonight. So. I'm too busy.
You do that again, I'll just mute you. You know, it's very simple.
I'll start using sound effects.
Don't ever do that again. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just leave. Fuck it.
I've killed people for less. Oh no, I didn't say. Oh, there we go. Thanks for taking yourself out of the
I'm back,
system.
boys and girls. Sorry.
It went so well with the Barry White music. Oh, I didn't see any Barry White. Did you have Barry White playing in the background?
I had Barry White music playing in the background of the snake spurring. It was pretty good.
Well, that seems to get things going a little bit. You know, if
Bit
you're
of
struggling, this a pro tip here. You know, if you are struggling with your snakes not doing what they're supposed to do, you know, put a little bit. You got these little Bluetooth speakers that you can just stick in your room, you know,
Yeah.
connect it to your phone and just play the soft
Just play the
sound,
music, yeah.
soft subtle sounds of Barry White.
Or you
Barry
just
White.
don't panic because you're an older bloke these days,
Yeah.
and you know that you're going to breed your snakes if you try. If you actually try, you do. So
Yeah, majority of guys, I was speaking to Brent earlier in the week, he's like, yeah, he doesn't really look at them. He just knows every now and then he'll peek, but he doesn't really. That's that's competence levels, you know. Like that's like we don't have to stare there like a crazy person through the little glass windows or through the keep disturbing them in the tubs. They just do their stuff, you know.
Well, back in the day, I used to keep a record, like in a diary, of when I seen things locking up. But now, you just take a photo and it's in your. That's my diary now. Check the date, and I'll say, "Oh yeah, did it next week."
Yeah, what does people say? Buzz, good luck. Yeah, Robert Majur. Hello, Robert. I don't know if you.
Hello, Robert. Sounds like a new viewer.
Yeah, tell us where you're from. Tell us where you're from. Don't just drop us.
Don't just come in with your fake profile and
tell
say
us.
that.
Yeah, don't be a sniper. Come and tell us where you're from. We'll call them snipers from now on. That's better than a fake profile. But the snipers come in and they drop their thing. They were Darren's on. Yeah. You put that sound up. What's going on? Your sound effects need to be louder. Yeah. There we go. We got the V music. Luke Stratford, it's been an odd year with that one. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so
I think we've missed something here.
Yep, I went to
Woolgoolga.
I'm a few. Woolgoolga. Where the hell is that? Hold on, I need to research it.
I was waiting for you to try that one. That was good.
Let the token South African say the Aussie Aussie names for the places. Hold on, let me just check where
It sounds
Woolgoolga.
like Southern New South Wales.
Hold on, I'll do the overhead cam. Woolgoolga Motors. Well, there's a motor shop in Woolgoolga. Okay,
Yep.
let's have a look. Let's just do overhead. Okay,
I don't even know.
so that is Woolgoolga from me. 14 hours, 37
Jesus.
minutes. I don't know
Norfolk
where.
Coast. There you go.
Safety Beach. There we go.
I knew. See, look, it was in New South Wales. I said South New South Wales.
Okay, there we go. Safety Beach right there. All guys down here. Okay, so we've already showed off that cam. You know, we got all the good stuff. You know, we got the fancy stuff here. We can do all of
I
it now.
didn't
Must
bring
just
down
remember.
my
There
I
we
didn't
go.
bring down my Polar Pro to show everyone
What's that?
how to take your iPhone photos to the next level.
Oh well, you know, that's just your own. It's just your own problem.
I'll have to
I've
get
got.
it.
I've
I'm
got
gonna
a.
have to go up and get it.
Yeah, you're gonna just go quickly. Just be like me. Just run out
Yeah,
5
just-
minutes before, and then just come back
You just
6 minutes
entertain the
later.
crowd.
So yeah, I'm used to. Oh shit! We've got the sound effects and everything going on here. So thank you. Welcome to all the people that haven't been on the show. We know that there's every now and then there's somebody that pops in, probably sees the shows and runs off. realizes, oh well, okay, it's not really the thing for us. We want to be educational on a Friday night. You know, we've got kids to feed, we've got wives to look after, we've got television shows to watch. I'm a little bit over all the programs. I mean, any decent shows on television at the moment? We'll talk about reptiles. But this is sort of just a laid back get together of my great minds. I don't know. That might be pushing it. I'll have a little. I think I finished the old one, so I've got 2 mugs here. This was earlier. I'm a type of guy that can drink cold coffee and then let the warm coffee sit and get cold and then drink that. So, okay, so Colin's back. Hello, mate.
Back, baby.
There we go. So you've got your merch going there, Wild Born Oz. That's Colin's other pastime on YouTube. So go and find him. He's on Facebook as well, Wild Born Oz. He does all crazy stuff and wild
Yeah, if
man.
you haven't liked me, I'll block you tonight. So.
What's that? We'll block. If you haven't blocked, we'll go and check it up. You know, we've got time. Look at that. Look at that axolotl cam. Now, of course, tonight they'll be doing nothing. Maybe I can zoom in.
When you got it on them.
Look at this. Look at this. This is pretty flash. Look at that. Man, unreal. Yeah, don't even try it. What is? Oh, that is pretty good. Your focus seems to be working.
Case. So this is an ND filter
Yeah.
for it's a neutral density filter for your iPhone.
Where's your phone?
This here.
Okay, well, you need to up the
So
light.
the phone has like. Oh, it's trying to focus on me.
Yeah, people with 2 lenses. You know, that's okay.
And then you clip it on the front here.
Yeah.
And you have a neutral density filter. It goes down 3 stops.
Okay, so tilted so we can see the lights, the lens shine in the light that you've got there. No, turn it. No, you're not getting the getting the flare going on the lens itself. Oh, no, you lost.
I'm trying.
Just stop. You're hurting yourself. Okay, so jumped up to 24 people. Yeah, they must have realized. So
that is like when you're out in bright light. So if you see a lizard on a rock,
yeah,
and it's sitting in the sun, you can throw this on, twist it down a couple of steps to get a clear photo.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, because I constantly see, we constantly say it on this show as well. We constantly see people that don't know how to use their mobile phones. There's really no excuse in today's time to not be able to take a good photo because your mobile phone does most of the thinking for you. It sometimes helps to download yourself an app that you can control the settings of your camera phone, though, the camera in your phone a little bit more accurately. And I always recommend getting a app outside of your standard phone app. Yeah. So what Colin's saying is that is a little it's a little cover that you buy. It comes with a little. It's like sunglasses, and they always say this on YouTube. It's like sunglasses for your camera.
That's exactly
so cameras need to video at a specific frame rate for it to not look all choppy. All right, and that's what that does. That brings down your frame rate to where it normally should be. So you need to be like 50 frames a second. So what your camera does in bright sunlight, it actually closes the like your eyes retina outside in the sun. Your eyes pupil closes itself so that it can see in the bright light. So you don't want that to happen with your camera because that increases the frame rate. All right. So you need to bring the frame rate right down, and it's called it's a 180-degree rule, I think. in
Yeah.
in videography is what it's called. So you go on
But yeah,
YouTube a little
if
bit.
you're taking a lot of photos of your phone, which most people do these days,
Yeah.
it's
Get
not
it
a bad
right.
little thing to carry around with you.
Get it right. Because from now on,
Right.
the photography and videography Nazis are going to be out there, and we're going to tell you that you've got a shitty phone, a shitty photo of your beautiful snake. There's no excuse. So if you want to learn about stuff like that, that's stuff that we'll try and cover here, and we'll try and give you as educated, a little bit educated. We'll try and be educated about it, and we'll try and give you our best interpretation of. But none of us are professional videographers or photographers, but we've done a
No,
bit
we
of.
have a crack.
I've done a bit of photography. You've done a bit of videography, a lot more than
A
I
little
do.
bit, yeah.
And I think between the two of us, should be able to get you the right answer if you need it.
Yeah.
You know. So Luke's he's also now the expert there. He's got the 3 to 5 variable
Yeah,
MD.
that's what that is.
Yeah.
3 to 5 stops.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So I hope you guys like what we've done here with the backgrounds. We try to match it. Oh, and he's just showing off with his silly little camera.
And this is the thing, like now with these cameras with the autofocus, like
Yeah, that's pretty quick. That's pretty quick.
I mean, like
you don't get that out of a micro loser four.
no,
what's
you
it?
don't. Like, and
Micro
like
Four
I used to
Thirds.
shoot. I used to shoot all videos in manual. Like
Yeah.
now with the touch screen, like if you want to focus on a particular, like so I was filming I haven't edited a video yet. I filmed a diamond python on a release. And it was moving through a shrub, and because it's in a shrub, if you're trying to take a photo, your focus can get thrown to the leaf, to the snake, to the leaf really quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Pulsing.
by the time you pull the shutter, you've got a perfect photo of the leaf.
Yeah.
And now to focus photo of the reptile. But like with the autofocus and the touch screen, when it was moving, all I did was just follow it on the screen with my finger to get perfect focus of that animal.
You like a finger, don't you? Yeah, that's
I do.
Yeah. So let me just. I just need to.
Because I used to shoot full manual, which was a nightmare. Like, it used to be a nightmare. So
yeah. I just have to give you another compliment. Considering all the money you've spent in the last 2 weeks on video stuff, you do have a pretty premium look there. I have to say, the light's perfect. You can see that that's a video light. That's a continuous video light that's on you.
I like, man. I never really thought much of lighting until I started getting annoyed by you. So and now
I'm a Nazi, light Nazi as well.
Yeah, even outside now, I would tend to go, like even when I was shooting the diamond, having a portable light to light it, just in the off chance there's a bit of a shadow would have been unreal. But
yeah, it's important. People don't realize it. As important as light. Light seems to be very important in reptiles, in our well-being. It's an important part of life in general. Light, sun
and audio. Like
if
you're doing video, like having good audio is another must.
Who's this? Andy. Hello. G'day, Andy.
Looking shaggable. I think he's talking to me.
I saw a photo of him this week, and I thought, "What is that beard, mate? Come on, get rid of it. Get rid of it. We like."
He was shocked when I shaved mine off.
We like the smooth look. I don't know. It's the more mature look. The
Can't
guys.
trust people with beards.
The baby-faced assassins on this show. Huh? You are so. I love the color on you tonight. It's just you can see like this. That's what Sony lets. Sometimes Sony's colors lets the video down a bit. But Nikon.
I have my grey card now too. That came.
Oh well. So did you set your
No,
white
I didn't do
balance?
that.
Okay,
I'm just saying I got it.
So you. So you've done really nothing that I've asked you to do.
No, mate.
Thanks,
literally
mate.
just you're like, have you set up yet? And I was like, still setting up, going shit.
Yeah.
And
he said, the beard's a lot of work. Yeah,
it is.
But you need to. You know what a lot of men don't realize is that when you have a beard, you need to actually wash that thing. You have to condition that sucker. You have to put the beard oils in there so it doesn't dry out. So it needs to be.
Mine was down to here.
I'm going to say something very. It has to be shagalicious. See what I did there?
When I shaved mine off, I had like one time I shaved it off. I remember I had a black dot on my face, and I scratched it, and then I pulled a hair out.
Oh,
that was under the skin.
Oh, that's
and it was
nice.
just like unreeled underneath my face.
Looks like
It was about
something that
that long.
it was like something that you can get a million views on Instagram
I
nowadays.
should have. I'm not that smart, but so
You can become a millionaire with that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So so were you talking about snakes and you know like what are they up to this time of year? I think it's getting closer. It's getting closer now to viable hookups,
Yeah,
especially when the carpets.
like I was saying, the younger fellas and that they're getting their breeding and all that sort of stuff, but they always get eggs pretty much the same time. The only thing,
Always.
like blue tongue wise, I used to breed early and got babies early, so um, that's just how it was. So
Yeah, you used to be an expert on blue tongues. Now I
I
struggle.
knew enough to get me by.
Now I struggle to get any information out of you. It's almost like you don't want me to succeed, but that's fine.
I don't want you to breed albinos. No, I do.
No, you don't. We already had a discussion today that in a perfect world, you could have now that there might be albino olives on the horizon.
Mm.
In a perfect world, you could have if I was allowed to keep bloody snakes,
You
you could
still
send
cut
me
up
one.
about this, man. You carry a grudge. This guy,
You just put
if
one
you
on.
ever wrong Manice, he'll carry it for the rest of his life. He's
Just
like
put-
an elephant.
Just put one on ice for me. Just put one there on the side, and then when the time comes, you can raise it for me, and then you can just give it to me.
I'll
Huh?
just call it. Yeah, no, I can do that.
You can do that. Yeah, right. Whatever. You bloody greedy.
But it'd
prick.
be
But
interesting. Like, I reckon, like albino olives to me are like the most premium, like reptile in Australian herpetoculture, in my opinion.
they just,
I could be wrong.
I don't know. They're just too bland. They're very bland. They're just white.
Yeah, but like like a big white snake, it's pretty
Yeah.
freaking cool.
Like-
Plus the variation of the albinos, like you think it's just white. Like some are like banana, some are
Yeah.
white, some are in between. So
I was never a
they're a
big,
cool snake, man.
never a
And
big-
then like
never a
you
big fan.
have, like I've got an olive upstairs that would eat every olive in Australia, and if that was albino, like that would be amazing. But like I think that's just a freak of nature, the size of it. So
Oh, okay. Okay. James Denholm there. Oh, somebody's on YouTube. Albino scrub python would be cool. Yeah, it's dead.
yeah,
now.
that would be cool. But like available today in Australian herpetoculture, like
Yeah.
it's hard to go past the albino olives and marbles, in my opinion. So
Yeah, and I think that we all know.
and albino blue tongue, so they're just awesome. So
Yeah, and then I spend hours staring at chameleons on the internet. I go, yeah,
oh yeah, like 100%. If they're
that
available,
colourful stuff. That colourful stuff has always been my weakness. That's unfortunate for me. And then I'm
You're so bland in that picture. I can see why.
yeah. Where's my? Is there any
There's like literally nothing happening in the axolotl cage.
They are.
Like every other night they're
Hang
like
on.
going crazy.
Hang on, I need to just switch off that light. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute the
They are
light.
majestic, not bland, and their attitude demands respect.
Hang on, I'm going to fool them by switching off that light.
Yeah, so they're not bland. That's I don't know. They're different. It's not like having blackheads and carpets. They're just a different type of snake.
They are shitty. Yeah, they are they are harder. There we go, light change. Oh, did you see that? Did you see just how?
Oh wow, mood
just
lighting.
I wanted to show you this. I still feel like you see these darker parts on the bottom of this background of mine, yeah?
Mm.
So I want to light that up. So I got these. You can't get this at Kmart. So this is the brand that I work with. I should be a brand representative for all these companies, honestly. So I get the Mirror. This is the brand that I have all my lights in the back that is controlled by the Mirabella Genio stuff.
Yep.
Just put it there. Okay. I can still see me. Yeah, better.
Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
That stuff. All right. And so this is a 3-pack. So normally you buy these. I think normally they're about $50. They're Wi-Fi enabled. So you get the app and you control it from your phone and it hooks
Are they
up to
Wi-Fi or Zigbee?
Wi-Fi.
Oh, cool.
And then they connect to the Google Home app and whatever, and you can control them like that. But normally one pack's like $50. So I got these for like I think 130 or something.
Cash for comments.
Yeah, 130 bucks. But I reckon I'm gonna run this light strip on the front of these frames in the back there and sort of point them at an angle onto the stuff that's on the frame.
I cannot wait to see you fluff around doing that. You
you
should
know
do a
what?
live stream. Just
You don't want to.
you.
You don't want to be around when I start doing this.
That's a bad day. That sounds like a whole day.
Yeah, because it needs to be perfect, and I'll tweak it until the
People
cows
don't
come
know.
home.
Like I've just thrown a camera in front of me and gone, yeah, that looks all right. You spend all day putting marks on the ground, squaring every item on your bench to
Yeah.
the background.
Yeah, I measure the stuff. I measure it,
Oh,
and then if
mate.
it's out, the problem is though because it's different layers we're talking about. There's different levels of depth here. Let me just maybe I can just pivot this thing around so
And
people
then
can see.
that night I come and did a show at your place and you tripped over and nearly took everything out.
So this is what it looks like behind the scenes here. All right.
Yeah.
So you've got us talking our shit here, and then you've got my desk, and it's a little bit. Let me just zoom.
You got all
in.
your burner profiles up.
Yeah, and there's just lights everywhere. Oh shit, that's a door.
That's the escape hatch.
So there we go. Get serious. Get Zoomed. Just a little plug there for Zoomed. While we're busy plugging stuff, I'll plug
zoom in on
Zoomed.
your axolotl.
Hold on, let me just do this. Zoomed. Oh, I don't know. He's in there. There's a whole bunch of them in that little cave there that we've got there. Hold on.
All right.
They're in there. Now, let me see how far I can zoom into this thing. Because I've got a f4 lens. Oh yeah, let's do this. Let's just do
Cash
that.
comment again. Yep.
Let's just do that. Okay. I don't think I've balanced that thing properly, but that gimbal's a beast, so it should. It did a bit of funny rattling and stuff, but I didn't feel like taking it off. I just hope I don't burn the motors out, but I shouldn't burn them out. I've got
No,
my
it should be
big,
fine.
got my big V-mount battery.
And that's the thing. Like even, like with the cameras and like hand holding cameras, like back in the day, they didn't have the image stabilization. Had it in the lens, but not in the body. Most cameras now have it in the lens and the body.
Yeah.
And then you can also buy gimbals. Like the gimbals back in the day were $6,000. Now they're pretty affordable. So.
Yeah, Darren said, I've always, Darren says, sorry, Colin, I was listening, but the comments more.
You read comments, yeah.
The comments more interesting than you mumbling
Talking
on
to me,
about,
yeah. Fair
about
enough.
your Nikons. Huh?
I get that a lot. Chloe says that a lot.
We just switch off, like we tune it out, so tune it down and then overrule. So Darren says, yeah, I've gone with, I'm a very minimalist keeper because I like to know what's going on. So that tank, I've got the axolotls in there, but the water still needs to cycle. So that's when the ammonia is zero, the nitrites are zero, and then the nitrates, there's a little bit of nitrate in there. That just shows that the ammonia is caused by decomposing biological product or biological like feces and stuff like that.
Yep.
And rotting food. So the ammonia can kill the axolotl. So what happens is you grow the bacteria in the tank and in the filters, and the filters need the bacteria needs to get to a level where it can start breaking down the ammonia to create nitrates and nitrites. Yep. And that's the breakdown process. So that tank's not 100% ready yet, and I should really put plants in there to help with combat the ammonia, but I've been struggling, but it should be okay by the end of this weekend. It takes about 6 weeks for the tank to cycle. So Colin didn't even know that when I told him he's got big nosed turtles, and I said, "Oh, do you treat the water? What?"
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, what are you talking about?"
What are you talking about? The turtle's just in there. It's just water. Okay. Good, big old.
I check the pH. That's as far as I go. I don't.
Yeah, but pH is usually a good indication of what's going on in the water. But reptiles have got thick skins, and they can counter that. With amphibians, their water literally it's a living organ that's in touch with the environment that it's in.
Yeah. Yeah, fair play.
You didn't even listen to what I said.
No, I was listening.
You just went, "Oh yeah, fair play."
Facebook, mate.
Yeah,
I'm checking for comments.
There's nothing happening that I can't see here. If there's anything, it pops up on the screen. So I hope you guys like what we did with the layout here. Yeah, we got the 3 and 4 man show cam. So I've just been trying to get myself back into the mood to get these live shows going.
You're an
But
emotional guy.
I think we're almost there. What do you think, Colin? We could get the
Yeah.
live shows.
Yeah,
Could get the live shows up.
I was contacted by Darren today, Boswell, about having a round table with some breeders to see where they're at and
Yeah,
shoot the breeze. So we might do that.
we could just call people out of the blue and get them.
Get them on.
Yeah, we can do that strategically one night and just call people and just dump them in the deep end because you can do that with yeah. Oh, Cami. Oh, hello, Cami. Yes. Did you see the axolotl cam in the? She's not because it's flipped around, so it's fair behind me.
It spins you
There
out.
it is. Yeah, Cammy's the axolotl. She's been giving me a bit of give me a couple of hints on how to keep these things right. So it should be fine now. It should be fine. They're doing their stuff. They're eating and stuff. Usually, any reptile or amphibian, if they stop eating, depending on what time of the year it is, but
Yeah.
these things live at like below 20 degrees is their prime spot for you put your hand in that water. It's like how the hell does something survive
20
in that cold?
20 degrees Celsius.
Less. Their optimum temperature is between 12 and 17 degrees. When they get sick, you have to put them in the fridge in a tub of water to help them get better. That's the majority.
Yeah, right.
The biggest thing that you need water chillers and stuff because they live where they are from in Mexico. It's a mountain. I think it's a certain mountain. There's a city in Mexico where is it Mexico? I think they're from Mexico originally.
Mexican walking fish.
Yeah. But there's where they from originally. It's sort of they extinct in the wild. So these things now in captivity they flourish because they get used in labs and the scientists cut their arms. They've got these amazing regenerative abilities that they can grow arms and tails and brains. They can literally grow parts of their brain back if it gets damaged. So for scientists, this is very interesting because they study that because if it's something that humans they can use to get humans to regenerate limbs and stuff, fucking fantastic,
Yeah.
But in nature where they're from, they're almost extinct. I think there's only a few hundred of them left in the wild, So
right.
I could be lying. I'm making up shit now as I'm going.
It sounds pretty
fake newsy. It's a little bit fake newsy. Huh? A little bit fake. Yeah. Eat them
I feed my axolotl pinky mice when the hatchies don't take them. There you go.
Who had
Brett Moy.
Oh, Brett's got them as well. See? Pinky mice when hatchies
You
don't
guys
take
have got a little club going. So why don't you start a Facebook page then?
There are enough Facebook pages and there are people there that are experts. I just sit back and I go, oh, okay, that's interesting. Oh, you got people that grow, they stick sweet potatoes, like full sweet potatoes, in the corner of a tank. They sort of mount it, and then that sweet potato starts growing roots and stuff and helps absorb the nitrites in the water. I think nitrate or nitrate. I've got my list of stuff here. Hang on, have a look at this. So this is how organised I am. I've got my little spreadsheet.
Oh no.
my water quality charts. Hang on. Here we go. There they go. So it tells you what to do in case of an emergency. So down at the bottom there is my handwritten notes of how many drops to do my tests of the water. Yeah. And then it tells you what to do. So that cycle, and then it tells you to do a 50% water change if the ammonia is too high and stuff. So I've got all this. I've got all the good stuff, And then I've got my
bread on.
And then I've got
get bread on. What do you reckon?
And then I've got my scientific chart here with all my.
Okay.
We could do axolotl, the reptile / amphibian guys that sort of lurk into the.
Goodness.
See, so here's all the science behind it.
Does Brad have a webcam or a laptop? That's all we need to know.
We need to get Brett on. I think he'll be an interesting guy to chat about axolotls on. Huh?
No, it's better when he talks about shooting machine guns and stuff like that.
Yeah, we can do that. Let me just put my spreadsheet back away.
Yeah, don't lose that.
So a lot of guys, people that keep the axolotls reckon you can just
Seamless.
Yeah, devils in the water. Yeah, gets the nitrites down. Yeah. We need to see Brett on here taking us through some awesome collection. Yeah, he's got some nice stuff. Everybody shows off their females all gravid now. So a lot of antaresia. It sounds like the antaresia is what everything's gravid at the moment.
Antaresia is the new ball python, mate.
It's the new bull. I don't know. Wouldn't go that far. I think
The
they do.
royal
They a
one.
little bit more move. They're a little bit more busy than a ball python, I'd say.
You think?
Yeah, definitely. I've kept ball pythons. Oh yeah, remember I kept ball pythons. I flushed
You
them down the
flushed them
toilet.
Yeah, I heard that same rumor.
Yeah, I flushed them down.
So when the
Then
Australian authorities are knocking on your door, you're too busy flushing ball pythons down your toilet
then I
to answer the door.
then I crossed them with carpet pythons as well. Yeah, I did that too. And then I actually got
You're an
videos.
animal.
I've actually when I had all the raids in the mid teens of I had a camera on my front door, and I actually have those videos. We should watch those videos of them knocking on the Australian the Department of Agriculture knocking on my
They wearing
door
cowboy hats.
and see how they come. They come storming through the door. Like, there must have been 20 of them. Oh, man, the amount of money that the government spends on enforcement in this country is ridiculous. They could have been handled by like 4 or 5 people. There's 20 on the day. I shit you not. There'd be 20 people on the day. Like
20 on the day to get the big fish, eh?
there'd be like 3 police cars. There'd be like department, like all the federal governments would be there. There's the local governments, and they all climbing in the roofs. They
That's
you
why
go,
I got called to a snake call locally here
yeah,
by the police. And I get there, there was 2 coppers. By the time I pulled the snake out from under their house, there was 6 coppers.
yeah.
They all just come because they were nearby. And they just wanted to see a snake. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
And were they just a little bit weary
There was
and
like
scared?
3 cop cars in the end. So,
Ah, yeah. Well, that's rookie numbers. 3 cop cars, rookie numbers, man.
I was
That's
going to say
rookie.
20. Geez. I haven't got that yet.
Oh, seriously, I've got photos. We'll go through I've even got my brief. I've got my 4 Manila, Manila file. What's those Manila folders?
Manila folder. That's
Got
exactly.
4 or 5 of them, and then I've got like it's a quite extensive, an extensive historical quite an extensive historical document that I've got there. I've never managed to throw them out. I think like I'm a guy that likes
Leave it
to.
around.
Yeah, good stories in there. We can read all the affidavits that that
From people.
that the authorities, like all of them, had to make like a affidavit, and they all had to give their account of the story. And there's a lot of incriminating stuff there about them as well, that they sort of contradict each other and stuff, But you have to read through it and sort of appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah.
I remember one day because when all that stuff was going down, the Department of Agriculture, the DAF, the Department of Agriculture, Fisheries and Forests and Fisheries or something like that, because every 2 or 3 years they change names. I don't know why like all these big
Rebrand, mate.
they all
When you're
rebrand.
not making money, it's a rebrand.
New logos, new brands, like the government, like every time there's a change, things change.
Yeah.
New envelopes, new names, just to confuse people. But I remember during that 2014 period, that volatile period of my life, they had, like when they did the raid there, it was volatile. It was very volatile. The DAF came through, and there was this woman, Katrina Chocolate was her name. She's the biggest woman I've seen in my life. She must have been like 7 foot tall. She had to sort of bow when she came in the house, but she was like enforcement. You can see like she was, and she got away with everything. Of course, she got like nothing from me. But I remember getting home one day out of nowhere. There's this pack of documents because they had an interview with me, and it was like a 3.5 hour interview and stuff. And there's like this document, and I ended up reading through it. But man, there's the stuff that was, when you're a smart ass, when you, I can just recommend to anybody out there, don't be a smart ass. Just
Maybe Manise.
Don't talk, but don't be a smart ass, because
Manise with 10 kilos extra carrying around with him.
No, 25 kilo.
25
kilos, mate.
Was a smart ass.
Yeah, here we go. Darren said something here. In the 90s, I got called to a snake by a police, and when I got there, it was basking on the footpath, and they had their revolvers drawn, ready to shoot it. Of course. Yeah, that is the stuff that happens. So we got 28 people watching on a random Friday night at 8 o'clock. What are you doing? That's very rude.
Me?
Yeah, all our guests.
Chloe's saying she can't see where we are, so I'm sending it to her.
Yeah, well, we are around. She's also she's not volatile tonight either. She's
No.
very relaxed. Oh yeah, we're on YouTube. You can go and find us on YouTube. The quality is much better on there.
Yeah, YouTube's the go.
Yeah, and I was gonna go through all my small rig stuff that came in, but I thought, nah, let's not overload the show with all the.
You don't want to start people on small rig because, like Luke said, he sends 200 to 300 after each show. That'll be on just on small rig.
I just want to have a look at these carbon fiber rods that I got. Sorry, I just can't. I promised myself I'll open them on screen. This is now, of course, absolutely nothing to do with reptiles, but we're not yet to just talk about reptiles.
It's about weight, mate.
Right, look, I mean, this is what's so the attention to detail. You know, it's like it's got like
boring.
It's got I know it's got little scissors here to tell you where to cut the tape that they use around it. Oh, amazing! All right. Okay, so what I've been doing is I've been getting little bits and pieces to build a cinema rig. So one of my cameras, so these cameras of mine, you can mount it on and give it a big battery and stuff like that, and then turn it into a thing that you can make 4K videos at these huge expos of ours has been going on the whole year. All these events, and then I got these little rods. So you mount your camera, basically your whole infrastructure you mount on these little cars. This is nice. Oof.
They're that light you'd throw them through the air.
No, these aren't. They actually these are premium though. I just like the pattern on them. You know. So this is stuff when I can't blow all my money on reptiles, I blow it on all this other stuff. You know, men.
Yeah.
We're strange. Huh? How many of you guys spend stuff? You know, there's always something to. Oh, mate, look at that. Oh, okay. So do you want to see this, Colin?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'll probably get some as well eventually. So overhead, there's the carbon fiber. It's got that nice.
Explain to people what it is.
Okay, so I'll show them what it is. So let me just get another.
Here we go. Small rig is like Lego for your camera.
Yeah, so when you so these are sort of like the foundations for extending your camera and turning into a video production machine. So normally these little handheld cameras are limited by battery life and stuff like that. And what when you add a rig to it, you basically turn that into a long. You know, you give it more a bigger battery. You give it a longer duration to record on. This is actually look.
I had the tilter system or Tilka system for my old cameras.
Tilter, yeah. So the small rig is the so for any grown. So I mean, of course, they make it impenetrable to get into the box without breaking it. You know, like I don't want to break stuff, but it looks like I might resort to breaking things now. Okay, hold on. Just be gentle. Just be gentle. Oh, there we go. Okay, so just gentle. Oh, there we go. Okay, so they have, and then of course more packaging because that's what we like to do in Asia. Is we like to package things up. So this is the base frame for. Oh, this is also nice. I know you love it, Colin. Let me just let me just put both our faces on here so we don't so we're not rude. Okay, so this is, and then of course there's all these like
you get an Allen key with each
Allen keys and screws, and you know.
Just throw that in the bin.
No, you can't do that. Otherwise, you can't. Yeah. I was going to import the vision racks. Matthew, I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's a big deal. It's a big thing to import racks because it's
I heard the same rumor, and
especially in the current state of affairs,
what's happening is we're going to do that, and it's what do you mean it's going to cost that much for a container?
Yeah, I reckon that's what happened. You
can't just like what those guys should have done is talk to the guy that's already doing it. So
yeah, because it just.
They did.
Leaves
I can understand that. Some people are like that, so
leaves a bad taste in your mouth, then, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, but you got to look like Vision was being imported for 7 or 8 years by Steve.
Yeah,
and man, that's a lot of racks he's brought into the country.
I know, and it's sort of. I don't. We don't. I don't know. I don't want us to talk out of school because we we
Yeah,
know a
we
little
don't.
bit.
I
We
don't know the details.
know a little bit more about what's going on and what's what's transpired and stuff. I don't want to. I don't want anybody to get upset. So.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Last thing I heard was a big announcement. Everybody makes a big announcement, but there's only so many people that actually pushes through and actually makes the things happen. So I've seen enough big announcements in my life in Australia to know that a lot of big announcements.
You got to think it through, boys. And
Just
I
that,
don't, I don't know. Like it's a lot of money to outlay, and it's one of those business ideas that there's a lot of money up front to get it, and
Yeah.
then it's a long time to get that money back through the door. So
Yeah. And especially when you're doing it as a part, if you're doing it full time and if you've got the buyers lined up. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted, but I've got new toys. So
Yeah, why
so
not?
this is what so there's the this is the foundation for. So your camera sits on top of this,
Yep.
and then basically you mount all your monitors and all that type of stuff
Follow
onto
focus,
Colin,
map box.
you're gonna have to get yourself some of this, buddy. This is nice. Okay, so this is another thing for tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't want to be be a negative Nancy about the whole thing. I just think that it's easy to.
Hopefully, someone does take it. Like whoever's doing it gets it happening. But it's I like previously in the past, I've looked at importing things and got down the road of it's going to happen, and then it's such a economical disaster when you get to well, these are $500 in the US. I'm going to have to sell them for $2,000 in Australia.
Yep.
To
and
make it break even.
And from what I know now, because I was looking at getting those new larger sim incubation tubs into the country.
Yeah.
And I was all up for it.
Talk about what you do know, so
yeah, and I've done that for many years. I've imported bits and pieces. I've imported quite a few things in my life, but I used to do products as well.
Yeah, let's talk about products.
We'll talk about products. That's the one thing that I did well as well. So, but it used to be affordable, and the US dollar used to be $1 to $1 Australian dollar. Then you can do it, but then. With COVID now, I talked to the guys that import Zoomed and Exoterra and stuff, and it's about 3 times more expensive to bring a container in now than what it normally is.
Jesus.
Because everything needs to be disinfected, all that type of stuff. So it's the absolute wrong time to do anything like that. That is why the shops are so empty and stuff, because it's just too expensive to make profit on importing stuff now.
Yeah,
it's not economically viable.
This has shown the world that we don't manufacture a lot of things, and we rely on the world to service us. So
yeah. And we are on the outskirts. Even the stuff, I bought a couple of things like this stuff was like Amazon seemed to have bounced back all right. Amazon Australia. So a lot of this stuff came from Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rubber, premium rubber. Ooh, nice. So this took about 3 days to get to me. But I bought a couple of things like a trigger grip and stuff for the camera out of China. And normally they would take about 7 days to get here. Yeah. And it's been 2 weeks, and I don't even know where. I don't even know it. I know Brent bought something from America that took 6 weeks to get here.
Yeah, and I got something from China, and I noticed the other day. I checked the tracking; it's all in Chinese.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. It's wonderful, isn't it?
Great.
So I don't know. I'd love to see. I'd love to see the racks. I probably have some. I'm thinking about selling up my racks because I've got a.
But if someone does it well, that's good. But there's so much other products. Like I was looking at importing. Do you know Neodasher cages?
Yeah, the ones with the slanty fronts.
Yeah, the slanty fronts with the glass. They're perfect. Yeah. They're stackable. They're perfect for big pythons and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So they're more a display cage. A lot of venomous guys use them in the US.
Yeah.
We got down the road, talked to the guys a few times on Skype. We met the guys in Chicago at one of the expos.
Yeah.
But the problem was with those cages, they didn't nest, so you couldn't when you import them.
Yes.
they didn't stack.
Yep.
So you could only like when you get in a container, you want to shove as much as you can in there, but
Yeah.
the amount of volume and stuff you could get in the container just wasn't gonna like you would still have it now trying to get rid of it too. So because at the
It's
price that you'd
expensive.
have to sell that.
Yeah. Although with those, I remember that there was an option of you could nest them inside each other. So you take the glass off,
Yeah.
and then you put a 2 foot inside it. You could get like a 4 foot, and you put
Yeah,
a
you
3 foot
could do that,
inside
but
a.
they couldn't get like the three stacker,
Yeah,
and those would stack into each other. It wouldn't go.
yeah. They would have been nice though, because I've seen some Neodesha plastics cages that are 30 years old, and they
Oh mate, yeah, they're
still
great.
look brand new. They discolor a bit over time, the plastic, but they were good looking. I still
Yep.
don't know why. I did a bit of I did a bit of product development here in Australia in 2012 or 2013 with plastic cages.
Yep.
And I don't know why I don't know why nobody started to make plastic cages yet.
Mate, it's the it's the
Yeah.
like 200K you need for the tooling that freaks
No, no,
most
no.
people out.
No, just plastic, PVCX, just plastic sheets,
Oh, that sort of stuff.
cut
Yeah.
like melamine, the
Yeah. Well,
screws go in the.
remember early 2000s, there was a dude, might have been you, bringing them in from the US.
I did it for you.
And I had if we get this many ordered, we can get them shipped in. And I don't know if that happened or not. And they were those HDPE things. So
Yeah, they were good cages. The stuff that I got made locally, they
yeah,
only thing with plastic is that if it's it's a little bit more sensitive for temperature. I was thinking about bringing those cages out again, but there's so many people that are just like they don't see the value in that. I do like a plastic cage over a melamine cage though. I do
yeah,
like them, and I do like a cage these days over a tub.
yeah, for sure, yeah,
I just cannot. I look at the blue tongues that I've got, and I go, man, I would rather rack, like the big old mesh frame, look, those racks that I used to have the beardies in. I'd rather
yeah,
keep them like that with an open mesh lid that I can look in and see what they're up to, and nice big floor space for them to move
yeah,
around. Because I see, you remember you told me at one stage they like surface area,
yeah,
walking area. And I can understand why they, if I lived in Queensland, I would have everything outside. Like
yeah.
I would not keep a reptile indoors.
No,
If it's a native to Queensland, of course, if it's not a non-native, I try and keep
like
everything outside.
I've been to Peter Krause's a couple of times, and he has all outdoor pits,
Yeah,
but they're like handmade precast panels.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I make them on the ground, stand them up. And then he had one that had for his Merton, so it was it was about meter and a half high
yep,
precast panel,
yep,
all the way around. And then he had like a billabong inside,
yeah,
and then he had so for him to nest, so it was all big boulders,
yep,
so they
yep,
couldn't dig in that. So there's no opportunity for him to dig in the cage.
yep,
But he put a tube through the wall, like a 150 mil PVC tube,
yep,
straight through the wall. That's where the female could go into a nest box, which is just a PVC tub
yep.
with sand in it. And every year he'd just go out there when they're gravid, collect the eggs out of there because there's no opportunity for the animal to dig anywhere else. And they knew that. So
Well, that's good. Sorry, I
it was
just
pretty.
wanted.
And then when it wasn't that time, he just had a PVC cap, put the cap on it. That's it. And to clean his pond out, he was using just gravity system. So the pond was there and he had a PVC tube sticking up the outside. And then
Yep.
to empty it, he just laid it over and it emptied out.
That's very
Stand
cool.
it back up and then fill it back up again.
I guess you see a good thing about traveling is that you see a lot of different ways of doing stuff.
Yeah. Oh, the in Florida, how they use the groundwater for everything.
Yeah,
Like we don't have it obviously here because they've got
no
the
water.
limestone and then fresh water underneath, and it's perfect temperature for any reptile.
Oh, really? And fresh as
and
well.
constant pump it in, pump it out.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like 27 degrees. So, fly river turtles, any sort of like any aquatic, like gators, anything. They just so there's no retention of water. So it's constantly coming in from underground.
Yeah.
And then they got the level pipe up high, and then it just flows in there, and then it's just circulating the whole time.
That's crazy, huh? And they just use that system for their own, just to make life easy.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Crazy.
they're just using what nature's provided.
Yeah.
So
What Keenan does with these ponds, is that what Darren asks? Is that what Keenan
yeah,
Harkin
that's what
does?
Cannon does. Yeah, same
Is
thing.
that Kenan
Well,
or Keenan?
Cannon. I
Keenan.
call him Cannon. You can
Okay.
call him Cannon if you want.
He's still wearing those hats that you
Yeah, yeah.
introduced him to. Huh?
No,
Was he wearing that
had
before
the-
you met him, or is it something
No,
that
he
you?
had the obsession for him all the time,
Yeah.
and then he just, I think something happened. I went to his house a couple of times, and then I sent him one because I was just
Yeah. I remember
know,
you sent him one. Yeah, and
say
he
thanks for
loved
that.
that. And doesn't he
then,
have a snake called Colin as well? A
Yeah, he's
diamond
got one
python.
called Colin. Yeah,
I see that snake every time. It's a diamond python. I think a carpet or something.
yeah, yeah.
Got
And
a
then
old Colin slithering around. Yeah.
yeah, and then he's got one called Peter, but it's a girl, so I laugh every time. So
Oh,
cop that, Pete.
we've got an American here, Bruce Shillinglaw, where I live in the northeast US. Outdoor keeping would be a short season at best.
Yeah,
Where's
up there.
northeast?
Yeah,
Yeah.
got to compete with the snow.
America's so huge though. America's so big.
Yeah, that's
It-
why. Yeah.
They do have the best weather down in the south though.
Oh yeah,
where the
like
reptile.
apart from the friggin' hurricanes, it's
Yeah.
a great place.
Yeah.
Like
of
you look
course.
at all the buildings they're made out of concrete and stuff. You're like, why? And then the hurricanes.
Yeah. Seattle way is what is it Darren say? Seattle way is
Seattle way is northeast.
okay. You know what I do like? I posted a video this week of this Gila monster crossing the road, and it's got a
Yep.
catchy tune with its ass swinging, tail going. You should go and have a look at some of the stuff I post on Reptile News. It's been a bit quiet. It's been a bit
Yep.
quiet for Reptile News in general, and I get bored. I get bored pretty easily. You know that, Colin.
Oh yeah,
Get bored. Conquer a
Yeah,
mountain, and I
right.
get bored, and I need something new to challenge me and stuff, and I just don't know. The Facebook, the page was doing what the page is doing well, and I'm like, yeah, what's the next? I'd like to get these like video shows. Yeah, I'll call it a fucking show. Sorry.
You're emotional guy tonight.
You tell me what I can call my
Early
show, what I
Friday
can't.
morning here. There you go, eh?
Yeah, I know. Crocodile Carl set up when he were there. It was sweet. Oh yeah, Brett went overseas with you, didn't he?
Yeah, Brett's been, yeah.
We haven't seen Gary Mexico around for a while.
He'd probably be busy concreting, mate. Bent over like a question mark with his back or something.
Oh shit! So we're not gonna go to.
Mate, he is a funny dude to travel with. Like,
Yeah, you've told us some stories. You
I
haven't
just
got any.
like when you see something, go, oh, that's bullshit, mate. And then you can see Americans looking at him like, what's he saying? What language is he speaking?
Speak in English, please. Speak in
Yeah.
English. Yeah, they say that to me as well.
No, but I get it. Like Brett got Brett. You know, you walk anywhere in the US and you talk, and you just talk too fast for them. And they just go, I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds good. You're like, I just asked if I could buy a drink.
Oh, how about that video that Brett's talking about?
Which one?
The alligator video. Let me just see.
Oh, with Darren.
I might be able to pull it up here. Hang on.
You can play it on your end.
We'll play it together. We'll watch it all together. This is a great video. Probably, if there's kids watching, maybe not the right time to watch now.
Put the kids to bed, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me just make sure that I've. Let me
This
just make.
channel's about to turn from G to R-rated.
Let me just see. Oh, it's a little bit off center, but let's
fine.
let's enjoy this. I don't know what this little screen is. Oh, that's my camera there. That's blocking up the thing. Hang on. So let's just watch this together. Let me put the sound up.
Here we go.
I don't know why it's. Oh, I've muted it. Okay, no, you need to watch this in sound. Sorry,
The sound, yeah.
sorry, I muted it.
Put your finger.
I mean, I've done that.
Do it for the snap. Do it for the snap. You gotta touch him.
Yeah, that's,
You gotta touch him. Do it for the snap. Do it for the snap. It ain't gonna hurt.
It ain't gonna hurt.
No.
It ain't gonna hurt.
Do your finger. My dick. Do it.
Oh, why would you do watching no kids? Why would you even do that? Is it even real?
That's real.
Oh. Oh.
got a fucking sack, dude.
Oh,
Get
that.
this
Oh,
motherfucker on.
oh.
I wish you
Oh,
just
dude.
pissed it then. Ripped it straight off.
Stop, pull, stop, just stop, just stop, just stop. Just let him be.
He's got the heavy breathing going. Huh?
Like, how are you going to get that
Fucking
off?
let
That
him
ain't
be,
coming off
dude.
for no one.
What the fuck?
All right.
Jonathan, let him bite.
There goes our sponsorship, huh?
Have to let this go down.
Yeah, there's our street cred for the night. Yeah. Yeah, you saw it here first. Oh, wow, I wonder how old that video was. Yeah, that's pretty sick. That's
I'm going to
pretty,
say that's Louisiana or something like that.
yeah, that'd be no Florida. That'd be Florida, mate. Wouldn't it?
Florida man, you reckon? Yeah.
That'd be Florida.
Well, Tommy, I was in the car with Tommy,
Yeah.
and there was a guy ringing him. He was telling us about a guy ringing him. It was his mother
Yeah.
saying that his son is into his snake biting him on the penis, and it's like his
Oh.
obsession.
Yeah.
And Tommy's like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Yeah, he just won't stop, and he lets it eat the whole thing, and then pulls it off." And
Yeah, because
and
that's
Tommy's
nice.
he's like, "Ma'am, your son has mental issues. You know,
Yeah, that's
need to get him to a doctor."
of course the great. There's something wrong with a few people in this life. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like that guy that got bitten on the lip by the puff adder, or was it a
Oh.
rattlesnake? Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
And he was almost dead. I don't know. It's just. Did you see that video that I posted a while back of the rattlesnake that the guy chopped the head off, and as he picked up the head,
I
it
did,
just
yeah.
nailed him. That would cause some some trauma. I think it would
Yeah.
be.
I've seen like a rattlesnake bite, like guys that don't want to go get anti-venom because they got no money, and because like you get bitten in America, it's a big deal to go
Yeah,
get
yeah.
anti-venom. You know, you got to mortgage your house, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we've chatted about that before. So
And what's his name? Rob Roy, he wrote it out, and he was sending us pictures of his like finger
yeah.
days and days after it happened, and then like a month, and you just see the fingers like gone, and then you see the bone sticking out. And
Was that Rob Roy from what is it? Was it Glades Herb?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
they
think
take a
any.
few Panadol and lay on the lounge and write it out. They say.
It's just. But my one of my biggest influences, Wolf Harker in South Africa. He was the curator of herpetology at the Transvaal Museum, and he was the first guy, the real expert that I got in touch with when I was a kid, and he sort of showed me around, allowed me to go through the museum collection, that form all the preserved specimens and stuff, look through there and stuff. And I saw stuff that, and he had the biggest horned adder, Betis caudalis, on record in a fish tank in his. Like a beautifully set up, beautiful tank with a light over it, and the snake was in there. It was always in there, mesh lid and stuff. And I remember he had I think it was his pinky finger was like sort of half of, lost half of his pinky finger. And I asked him the one day, so what happened there? Now, horned adders aren't known to kill people, but the cytotoxic venom that they've got, is it cytotoxic? I think they've got cytotoxic because they're selenoglyphs, yeah. So the snake bit him on the finger, and he eventually had to amputate half that finger. So, I mean, I don't know. I kept puff adders, and they bad news, and I kept horned adders. I remember.
But even like if you are keeping them right,
Yeah.
cleaning their cages is problematic as well. Like
it's a mission. I mean,
they shit out their their past fangs and teeth, all that sort of stuff, and then their shit is also got venom in it, and if you're stirring that up, you can inhale it. And
yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
So they, I remember, I used to have horned adders, and my biggest thing was Messina. It's an area in South Africa that has some of the prettiest horned adders in the world. I mean, they are. You see some of these horned adders, it's like they've been coloured in with pastel pencils. They're beautiful. And I remember a guy, I can't remember his name. A guy that I knew used to breed them every year, and he ended up giving me a whole bunch of them. And so just because he just didn't have time to get them feeding because they were gecko feeders.
Yeah.
And I remember, as a young guy, you do stupid shit when you're young. I literally had those snakes. They're tiny, like small death adders are. They're that
Yeah.
size. And when you open their mouth, you can see those teeth move because they can move those teeth
Articulated.
independently. And I had to shove a little pinky head down there, and I didn't have the right tools and stuff. And I think think back now, the stuff that you do, I'd never do that. At my age, I'd never do that because I cannot. No snake is worth losing a finger or an arm or anything
Or
for.
a sense.
I just can't do it. What's the axolotls doing? Nothing.
No, he was moving. He was moving.
Was there a little bit of movement? I don't know.
I did see something. He's like, I'm out, and then I'm back. Gone.
Yeah, I think that that camera footage is a bit grainy because all the lights are off. That'd be like on ISO 2000 or something.
I say 3 million or something, is it?
Yeah, but the Sonys are good at low light, better than the
Here we
Nikons. But so we're not going to go too long with the show. We sort of said we'll cap it at about an hour. It's just over an hour.
How'd we go? How many viewers we had?
Not many, about 25, I think.
That's not bad.
But that's fine for a show that's for a show that's like unscheduled, whatever. So we'll get back into the groove of having a properly organized schedule stuff. I just need to get a little bit of motivation. It's hard to find motivation in our time.
For a couple of weeks. So.
We're the hotspot in Australia for COVID. Coronavirus is everywhere around me. I'm an essential worker. I'm out there working like a slave to get. I'm a slave. Slave, an African slave in Australia, working here, providing people with essential services. And I'm just like, I'm over it now. I just want to go back to normal life. I want to go out.
It's a long way from that, my friend. It's not happening anytime soon.
I want to go and I want to build my camera rig, and I want to go and video people with their snakes hatching of laying eggs. I think I'll probably go like halfway. I'll have to measure this out so they're perfectly on either side. That's going to cause me a bit of stress.
Set square out and measure them.
I'll look at the front. Small rig.
As long as you don't have to cut anything, because I've seen your efforts at cutting things and it was frightening. So.
I didn't have the right tool. I had to go on that night. I was busy. I wasn't going to do it again. There's a little bit of flex there. But
you need a mobile cam to show the people the butcher work you did.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
I'd hate you to be a butcher. Like, holy shit, the cuts of meat would be terrible.
We got movement there in the axolotl cam. There we go. We got
a guy. There he is.
We've got a guy. He's on the move. I hope my battery.
That would have to be the first on the internet, I reckon, axolotl cam.
My battery's about to go as well. But let's just see what he's doing. Oh, that's Mr. Black. Mr. Black.
A very original name you got there.
He's a melanoid is what they call him. And every hobby.
A melanoid.
A melanoid. It's like a hypermelanistic. It's hypermelanism. And then people talk about their iridophores and I'm like, okay, whatever. World's first. There we go. World's first axolotl cam right in there. And then he's there where there's a reflection now. That's actually pretty dark in there. They'll probably start swimming around, but I think my battery's about to die. Battery number 2. Because it's only the small.
Typical. You're doing a coal show tonight, eh? Just camera breaking down every 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm just waiting for my little battery adapter to arrive, and then we'll power it all of it through the Ronin.
I have 240-volt power tonight.
For where? Oh, your camera, so it's not going to go down.
No.
Down at Chinatown. Are they nocturnal? Yeah, they're nocturnal. As far as they don't like light. No, they're not nocturnal. They move around whenever, but as long as it's dark. So I've got them I've got my light set on a timer. Oh, there he is. You can see the little tail. They're very ethereal. They'll be floating around.
What do you, are you allowed to keep mammals in Victoria?
Yeah.
So what can you actually buy? Like, can you buy possums and sugar gliders or?
I know, it's too much light there. Yeah, we can keep possums and no sugar gliders we can keep, and those little Mitchell's hopping mice, I think.
Yeah, right.
And then if you get special permits, you can keep a few bits and pieces, but it costs you a bit of money. So every time I see them in a pet shop, they do nothing. Yeah, they do. They come out at night and they gobble their food up. They can't see much. But I've got one in there that eats off the tongs, and every time I bring a tong near her, she's like, "Ooh, what have you got? What have you got for me?" Like a dog.
Got a pinky mice.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll go pinky mice because that would just bump up the ammonia in that tank.
Yeah, you'd spin out. Look at that. I can see the oil in the water.
I try and feed them as little as possible to avoid that ammonia
like this.
spike. You know, the small meals more regularly.
Quick, do you get the pH kit?
Oh, I've got the master kit over there with all the fluids in there. Somebody told me it's cancer forming as well, so I now have to stress about that as well. Look, I'm almost blended into the background there. So is melanoid extra melanin the opposite of venomoid? Venom glands removed. That's not confusing at all. Melanoid? No, I don't know why I think every. It's hard.
It's just a morph name or something, is
It's
it?
a morph. It's somebody that just named it melanoid. Melanoid is not. It's hypermelanistic, so it's black, more black. You know, it's a genetic. I think it's recessive as well. So as far as I'm concerned, it's called hypermelanistic. No, not melanoid. Melanoid's just a fancy name.
And stuff, or just color mutations?
What's that?
Do they have pattern mutations or just color mutations?
Yeah, they've got color mutation. I think they've got pattern. No, as far as I know, but they've got other weird stuff like small feet, like a mutation that causes little legs and big heads and weird stuff like that. They don't breed for that, and then they've got like a mutation that kills them when they very young.
Okay.
And stuff like that. But
That's
as
what
far
it's
as
known,
far as
yeah.
I know, you get leucistic, you get albino, you get golden albino, you get a copper, like a copper. I've got a copper one in there as well. You get white albinos, you get leucistic. They're actually quite nice. You've got a white, black, and then a copper one in there. And then a few other bits and pieces. You get stuff that almost looks like it's calico as well.
Well, I think that was the success. I found the I'll send them to you now. I found the photos of when the camera gear after I filmed a spitting cobra.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Yeah, we spoke about that last time. You said it was spit everywhere.
I don't know if you'll be able to get it on there. I found them the other day. I was going through some old photos.
I need to figure out how to put. Okay. I think that's where the camera sits on there, but I'll add a bracket on there. Who sent me a? You sent me a photo.
Yeah, I'm sending the photos of.
Oh, you had the Zoom recorder as well.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one of those in the back here as well. I just haven't used
Here
it.
we go.
Let me just see. Oh, here we go. Let me just check. Where is the desktop? Okay, so that's the
Yeah, I don't know if you can zoom in, but like all over the camera, those dots and droplets is venom.
Yeah, no, I can't zoom in. So all these little speckles here.
Yeah.
That's a Micro Four loser camera, isn't it? Micro Four. Oh, it's got the
focus on it and a rail system there.
Yeah, I saw the rail system there. Yeah, I was more interested in the rail system than the venom, to be honest. And then was this
that was all over the camera. Oh, here we go again.
Here we go.
That was me filming the elephants walking in. So.
Oh, and you've got the shoulder rig there as well to go on the old shoulders.
This is me with an elephant. I'll send you the elephant one.
Oh, do we have to? Do we have to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're going down this road.
Oh, we are going down this road now. Why did that not come in? Let me just find it because I don't want to trigger something here that people aren't supposed to see. You know what I mean? What we do in private stays in private. There we go. Oh, yeah, there's the smelly beard.
Yeah.
You look like
in South Africa.
Yeah.
Where I thought it was hot all the time. Tell you what, it's fucking not.
But you were there in July or June, I remember from memory. You were there mid-year, mate. It's like 5. Melbourne. Yeah, it's cold. And that was you see that also looks like you had a little bit of a cow to eat there. Did you eat a cow there?
That's the jacket, I swear.
Yeah, right. Whatever. Okay. I watched a video this week by Gareth Hartle. Okay, so it's a serious question here by Darren.
Here we go.
Everything serious with Darren. A serious question. I watched a video this week by Gareth Hartle from Reach Out Reptiles about the benefits of having copper wire. And I saw that. I watched that. What? So he puts copper wire in his snake's water, bowls.
Yeah.
What is everyone's thoughts on that? I don't know.
What's that for? To take out what mineral?
It apparently binds toxins and stuff like that. I don't know.
When I was a younger fella, I was talking to John Montgomery about this. I said, "Why, when I fill up my water bowl and it dries out, do you get the white residue?" I said, "Should I be using rainwater because it's an animal and that's what they drink?" And he goes, "I've never thought of that, but it'd just be the whatever chemicals are put in the water, so it's safe for us to drink, like fluoride or whatever it is." So.
Yeah, but there's other things in water as well.
Yeah.
Natural occurring. That's why you need the GH and the KH in the water.
Mate, but like you see some of the water these animals drink, like
it's putrid.
it's not great.
It's old wives' tale.
Well, they're drinking rain water straight out of the sky that's dripped on through their scales and works their way into their mouth, which is full of shit anyway.
It's like standing in the shower after you've had a day's work and you're just drinking
and
the water.
drinking your hair water.
You're dropping
you
your head
about that,
and the sweaty water runs into your mouth. Although reptiles don't do that. I mean, they're pretty clean. I don't know. Old wives' tale. I don't know. I think we need to Google it and let's see what Mr. Google tells us. But then
that's going a bit far for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like to. In that case, you'd be better off to just run that water through a diffusion, like one of those water purifiers, built-in wall things. Yeah, not a Brita. Like the proper what the water that they make through. Is it osmosis that they use? Those fancy
UV light. They blast it with UV light to kill everything in it.
Yes, and then it comes out the other side, and it's like it's got no nutritional value. It's just there to literally wet you up a little bit. I don't know. Old wives' tale. Yeah, James also agrees.
We'll take that offline and probably not discuss it. But
yeah, we don't want to get a red tick from Facebook. So not that we really give a shit. But in any case. Okay, Bruce Shillinglong. Okay, Bruce in America has something to say. Marine aquarium people used to keep a penny or two. Yeah, this was sort of built on that. Pennies were made of copper in their filter to keep some parasites at bay. He was saying that there was it helps with bacteria and stuff in the water, keeps some parasites at bay. Don't know that it helps with snakes' water. It's a little bit like that colloidal silver stuff that they had people drinking at some stage.
Is it like those bands, those balance bands used to have to wear?
That magnetic stuff. That magnetic stuff in the back braces as well.
Yeah. Is it like that? I don't know anything about that sort of shit.
I don't know. It's the magnetic points on your body.
Those rubber bands with the magnets in it, and it was all the rage.
I know. It's like the fidget spinners and all this. It's all like the stuff that comes and goes. A quick buck. Luke Stratford, inbox. I sell them. That turned people blue. Yeah, the colloidal silver that turned the. my dad was big on the colloidal silver, and he looks like a Smurf these days. Sorry, Dad. But he is like they totally turn their skins blue, and I just
really,
man, if we were made to eat silver, then we would have the silver would be sitting on the floor. We dig that shit out of the ground, where we can't access it if we didn't have machines to get it out. I mean, why would we drink it stuff? I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be stepping on toes. I could be offending people. I don't care. All right.
It's been a very offensive year this year. People
very offensive. Everybody gets. If it's not for white supremacy and
if you want to see people get triggered, tune into the YouTube channel.
No, don't.
TV and watch the earlier shows this year. Great watch.
Don't send them there. Don't send them there. It's
watch
actually
watch this fella get the tight lip happening.
Yeah, I've actually removed some of those old videos because it's just like I don't want to expose people to that. That's not a side of me that I don't care. Go and watch it. We're going on too long. We said we'll keep it short. Let's just see here.
Long enough, I think.
Okay, Luke, enjoy your night. Yeah, I think we've got enough. Hour and a half, hour 20 minutes. Let's go 1 hour 30 minutes. 9 minutes to say goodbye. So if there's anything else, if you guys have any ideas for us, what we can do with the shows, I mean, we're all ears. Try new things. Axolotl came in the back there. That's not really working right now. I just want one of them to swim across. Just one of these suckers to just give us a little splash around the across the screen there to show people how cool they are. But we'll probably get back into doing the shows by the end of
we'll
the
probably
month.
keep it a bit more loose. Like I hate having like a schedule. I don't know.
Yeah, and you need to have a sleep on camera as well every now and then. You
Yeah.
need to be able to close your eyes and just sort of lean on the mic like that and just fall asleep a little bit.
I just get a cardboard cutout.
When are you going to Wangaratta again?
Not for a while. So.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Bit of New South Wales work. So.
Yeah, nice.
Why not?
I'll just keep doing what I do. Being a slave. I love it.
Yeah, bringing me moaning all day.
It's been a moany 2 weeks.
Well, from what you've told me, like your job was this big, like all the time. Now it's this big. That would be quite frustrating. So
yeah. So
and there's only so many hours in a day.
Oh yeah, maybe do a scheduled guest show once a fortnight in between doing impromptu ones. Yeah, I like the idea of just sitting here and just showing what we've been up to and stuff. If people don't like it, they can go and watch some talk of fish.
You want me to do some green screen action again?
What's that?
We do some green screen.
Don't. Hold on. I'll just do a green screen action for both of us. Let me just quickly do that. Where's my? Oh yeah, hang on. Where's my? Which camera I'm on? Ah, here we go. Let me just add a filter here. Chroma key. Let's go. Bang. Oh no, can't even do that. Chroma key. Hang on.
Yeah. All right.
Hold on. I just want to do this. Why is it not working? Come on. Okay, because I switched it off. Visual. There we go. That's a great green screen we got there. Huh?
Yeah.
What about? Oh no, that's a.
Look at your teeth. They're black.
I know. I did it on purpose. So we could do that. That's sort of the quality we used to, But we're not going to do that. We take pride in our green screen presentation that we do.
Beach, mate.
No, I had to switch it off. I can't do it. I'd rather do it properly than not do it. I'd rather not do it than do it.
Yeah.
Improperly. Is that a word? Is that a word? Improperly? Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds good. We'll go with that. Anyway.
So thanks, guys, for participating in our randomness tonight. We do appreciate the regulars and guys. Thanks for getting involved and thanks
Well,
for.
If you do have a particular subject to talk about, send it to us. Send us a message. Send it me or Manise. Probably me.
Yeah, if you want us to get somebody on that, if you're interested
I think we talked to Brett. Brett Moy would be good.
Brett Moy, but Brett, so maybe warm him up a little bit, we try and be entertaining. Have a good Jay, I did see you, I haven't been on the Carpet Pythons website for a while to approve those membership requests, so I'm not ignoring you. I just, sorry, oh my goodness. Wreck. I've been an emotional wreck. Been crying a lot, I've been sitting in the shower like an embryo and doing like those monkeys in the cages,
Feels good to be on at 7:30 on a Friday, but that's all I can say.
It is okay. It's okay. That old 8:30 wait till late. I don't know. I just want to get it out of the way, have a chat. I will get around to adding people to the Carpet Pythons. We haven't really done much on there. I've lost a bit of interest. So I go through waves of motivation, and then I'm all fired up, and then I go. Then I back down a bit, and especially when you've got dickheads on the internet making your life a little bit hard with their bullshit comments and posts that they post up there, that's not founded in. It's all fake news. Like their morph is fake news, That sort of annoys me a bit, and then you sort of question why bother with doing something for the community when there's these detractors that get nothing out of it by, they just want to be a fuckwit. Sorry.
Well, that's the Australian reptile hobby, isn't it? So
that is the Australian reptile hobby. So I'll get there again, and I think we were on a good roll. We were on a good run there for a while. Yep. But I don't need that type of I don't play to that negativity. So for me, the first thing I usually do is I just go, okay, so we're trying to put something decent together. So why do we bother doing that if you have guys that are out there causing problems? And I don't want to. I know, Colin. I don't. This got nothing to do with you. This is me.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't want you
I'm
to.
saying you're an emotional guy.
I don't want you to lose friendships about all of this. So, but thank you for watching tonight. We'll be back. We'll be back. Let's give ourselves a deadline. Let's say what are we on now? So it's my birthday on Monday. Just wanted to put that out there. So I'm waiting
Any
for all the
vouchers you want to
messages.
send?
Yeah, but have you decided what you're gonna
Address?
have you decided what you're gonna buy me yet, Colin? Huh? You don't know yet, do you? Huh?
I
What are
do.
you gonna
I've
get
got
me?
an idea.
Albino olive. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll send you an IOU.
Yeah, a card, an IOU card. Yeah, okay. When you're in a position where you can keep reptiles legally again, that's what I said to you. I said, and I don't want to get myself into. This is all.
How old is Manish turning this year?
45, old man.
45?
Almost there. I almost, I was just thinking, what do you do?
Oh my goodness,
what do
ladies and gentlemen.
What do you do from 45 to 50? And I was sort of going, maybe I should get back in shape. Maybe I was like, get into the gym and stuff. And then I thought about it for like 2 seconds. I went, it sounds like it's too hard. Sounds like it's hard work. Yeah. So I don't know. And I've got, instead of spending money on protein and stuff, I'd rather spend it on this stuff, because I've got stuff to show about it. So thanks a lot, guys.
My birthday was in March, so no one wrote happy birthday. So.
Yeah, but I think it's before we did. Did we start doing the shows? I don't think we were in each other's pocket as much as we are now. Eh? No. I'm not in anybody's pocket. Just for the record, just FYI. I'm just talking random shit now.
I've still got all the screenshots.
yeah, hardcore. So we'll get me back. We'll do a deadline. Let's just say let's do this.
We should do a bit more advertising what's happening.
Because I had a whole bunch of. I had about 5. I had like 23 shows lined up. 23 guests. Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 23 guests lined up in advance for our shows.
I don't line the guests up either.
Yeah, you just sit back and you just let me do my thing. I get go out there and I do the hard work. So I had about 5 or 6 people ready to come on board.
You had 23 guests line up. Sorry.
Yeah, you're a little bit slow there, mate. So
sorry, I'm gonna put my hat on backwards when you do
that. Please don't. So what I'll do is I'll get those guys back on board because we on a good run. It was like we were.
The Phase chat would have been good as well. So
what's that?
Phase chat would be good.
Your Phase would be really good. I mean, this is the type of people that I'll reach out to again. I know we took a lot of lot of negotiations there. We had her over the line and stuff, and then I just had a meltdown. So I'll get there. Oh yeah. Oh, he's saying flip that. There's a request. Yeah, it's a flip that. And remember to stare vaguely into the corner there. Okay.
Side-eye?
See, I told you we shouldn't. Now the show's going downhill again.
Yeah, that's enough.
It's just.
I'll start changing my background again. I'll go to the upper show.
Please don't. Don't. So I'll get them lined up. So let me just have a look at the calendar. Okay, I've got this beta software on my iPhone. The beta iOS 14 and it's just bullshit. I wish I could roll back. I don't know why I did that. I wanted to be smart. So if we go and we say the 31st.
Yeah.
We're back on the 31st. Let's commit to that.
Right.
Can you commit to that or not?
I think so. I'll have to have a look.
We'll get somebody on the 31st. Maybe it's better that we have a person on every 2 weeks. But I can do every week. I just don't like to be so rigid and regimented. I do like being regimented. Too emotional. You think?
And at the end of the day, we've both got full-time jobs as well.
Yeah, so. And we're not getting paid for this.
We don't have Dale sitting in the corner in a marketing team. That's fucking us. So.
Oh, stop it! I told you not to. You can't let this go. You go.
Shut up, Dale.
Let's just open up the screen. Let's just copy these guys. You see that? See what they did there? See what they did there? Let's just copy that screen exactly that way. We do the intro exactly the same.
Your voice is terrible.
We'll do this, and we'll I want this. I want this scrolling around the screen, but we want to copy that exactly. so that we've got our own show exactly like that show. Okay, so this is my sarcasm. I'm terrible,
Okay, that's enough.
guys.
South African sarcasm never goes well.
Enjoy your week. Thanks for watching Reptile News, and we'll try and not waste some more of your time next weekend.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend. See you guys.